This weekend and the next will be marked by a fierce battle fought between lakhs of students vying to secure spots for themselves in various top B schools of the country. On today's special episode on CAT, we will bring you face to face with subject experts who will talk to you about the last minute strategies and will tell you the do's and don'ts on the examination day. But first up, my colleague Lakshmi joins us from Bangalore with the story of an unusual entrant to the IIMs. Over to you, Lakshmi.
Absolutely, Abhishek. Quite an unlikely candidate from here in Banaswadi, Bangalore. Shivakumar got his admit into IIM Calcutta last year, and he's got quite an interesting story, mostly about beating the odds. Take a look.
Shivakumar has flown in all the way from Calcutta to his hometown in Bangalore. Today, everybody in the neighborhood recognizes his name. He's a local celebrity of sorts here. For one thing, he'd got into the Indian Institute of Management in Calcutta. For another, he got an admit into almost all the IIMs in the country, a feat that escapes the best of us. But what's more stark about him? He used to be a newspaper vendor before he made it to the CAT.
Finally, when I got through, I was just like, I can't explain in words. It was a good feeling, and more than me, my family, my uncle was so happy. And just to see that happiness in his face was a thrilling experience for me. Then I felt that okay, God is giving me this opportunity. I just need to make the most out of it. That's what I felt.
The son of a truck driver has always had it tough growing up. After his father was badly hurt during a truck accident when he was a child, it was up to Shiva to take care of his family. And that he did, but not at the expense of his education.
And I started delivering newspapers. So what I used to do was get up at morning 4 o'clock and go to the place, pick up the papers and go on bicycle and deliver newspapers, and come back and go to school and come back in the evening and then take flowers and sell distribute flowers. So this was my daily. So after some years, after like 2-3 years, I started washing cars also. I thought let me do some other work also along with this, because I was finding time here and there, bits and pieces. So whenever I get time, just to support my mother, even if I can, I was earning 150 rupees through delivering newspapers, and we were earning under 200 rupees by selling flowers.
A topper throughout his school life, Shiva always knew that destiny had more in store for him than just selling newspapers. With the help of a good Samaritan, Krishna Vedavyasa, who financed his education, he soon graduated an engineer with a job in hand at Wipro. But that was not the end of the road for him.
Post his engineering, he had this option of either taking up a job or doing something else which would probably be a game changer for his life and his own family. So he had an option of joining a software company as probably a programmer and continue from there. And that would have been a very rudimentary, very kind of a mundane kind of a job. IMC was somehow a strong favorite for me, and I knew his background was, he was quite strong in his maths and his quantitative ability. I saw a match somewhere there. I said, okay, fine, Shivakumar, if you get a seat in any of these institutes, prefer C. And I wanted him to get away from Bangalore. I said, even if you get it in Bangalore, please don't take Bangalore, because it's again home. Okay, you're going to be very close to your home and life will not change for you. Okay, get out of your hometown, get out of the place where you live, go and stay somewhere else.
With his heart set on MBA, Shiva studied for the CAT. How did he manage to get into almost all the IIMs? First, he made sure that he joined a tutorial class for the CAT. Once he joined, he made sure to read up on material a day before the class and make sure he had doubts when the class was happening. Apart from this, he used to solve sample question papers downloaded off the internet, as well as speak to students who had cracked the CAT before. This, speaking about various issues to different people, he says, played the most important role to him.
Practice as many problems as possible and spoke to as many people as possible. So all my customers who are from IIMs or non-IIMs, who are at least prepared, I just used to discuss everything with them. Whenever I go to deliver paper or go to collect money from them, I used to discuss about what I'm doing, what's my plan, future plans. So I was always discussing that I'm preparing for CAT, so what are the things that I need to focus on, how should I prepare for personals, how should I prepare for group discussion. So I just used to discuss everything with everyone, and whatever I used to get suggestions from here and there from everyone. So I used to inculcate all those and add into my preparations.
Today, Shiva is in his second year at IIM Calcutta. The best part about being at IIM, he gets to interact with the people he wouldn't have otherwise.
For someone from a poorer background, I feel it is given as a complete package to him, because it's a platform where he comes across different types of people from different parts of the country. So exposure level is very high.
The world is open for me now, so to achieve whatever I want. So this is a big boost for my career personally. So IMC has given me a lot than what I had expected. And the people there, professors, so it's always been a good experience studying along with them. And I had a lifetime experience at IMC.
Of course, a lot has changed since he cracked the CAT last year.
What an inspiring story, Lakshmi. But a lot has changed since Shiva Kumar appeared for CAT. CAT has been known to be an unpredictable examination. Experts say the idea behind changing the format on a regular basis is to check the managerial skills of students well before the exam starts.
First of all, CAT has been traditionally one paper where change has been almost like a continuous thing. We have rarely seen CAT not changing every year. In fact, the only thing that has happened slightly student friendly since 2009 is, since the paper has gone online, we actually know the format of the paper slightly early during the notification stage. But apart from that, difficulty level, number of questions in the subsection has always remained a surprise factor.
One of the major change which is being viewed as aspirant friendly is that this year the total duration of the examination has been increased to 170 minutes from the existing 140 minutes.
CAT 14, there are three broad changes which have happened vis-a-vis the last year paper. The first is that time limit has gone up from something like 140 minutes to 170 minutes, and the number of questions has also increased. Last year there were 2 sections of 30 questions each, so a total of 60 questions. This year it is 100 questions, which is 2 sections of 50 minutes each. The kind of sections, the 2 sections remain the same. So you still have QADI, quantitative aptitude and data interpretation, and verbal ability, logical reasoning.
Then you are making a single paragraph.
While students did not have the flexibility to switch from one section to another, in what seems like another aspirant-friendly move made by IIM Indore, the examination conducting authority, the students will have that option this year. But it could prove to be a double-edged sword.
Or man out. What is the concept being discussed?
What has changed this year is your time management and time allocation strategies for this year's paper become significantly more important than last year. Because last year the time management and the time allocation thing was not really under your control. But this year, depending on which is your strong section and which is your weak section, you can allocate time out of those 170 minutes, whether you want to do it as 85-85, whether you want to do it as 80-90, or do you want to take some third strategy, is something which will make the paper significantly different this year.
The window within which the examinations will be held has been brought down to just 2 days, November 16th and November 22nd. Different sections of the examination require different approaches. We spoke with Anand, an MBA student at FMS Delhi, on how he got the score of 99.99 percentile in CAT 2013. A veterinarian, Anand's educational background is unusual for somebody pursuing an MBA in marketing from FMS Delhi. And so is the percentile he scored in CAT 2013. An overall score of 99.97 and 99.99 in quantitative analysis and data interpretation section of the examination. He attributes his high score in this section to his comfort with maths as a subject and being confident of his preparation.
I am veterinary doctor by profession, and I did my veterinary science from Bihar Veterinary College, Patna. After that, I appeared for several MBA entrance examination. I scored 99.98 percentile in CAT with 99.99 in Q quantitative aptitude and DI section. After that, I took admission into FMS, and I'm a student of FMS in first year MBA full time.
While the success Anand enjoyed in CAT 2013 can be attributed to the fact that maths is his strength. But what if it's not your strong point? With CAT just a few days away from now, what could you do to maximize your score?
Out of 170 minutes, I think personally that the person should at devote around 100 minutes or so, a little over 1.5 hours, so as to do with at least 25 questions right. So in order to do 25 questions right, the person needs to devote or solve as many as 35 questions.
Another factor which separates wheat from chaff on examination day is your ability to handle pressure. But experts caution, you should not let pressure bog you down. One way of handling the pressure is not to feel under pressure at all.
Pressure is, I would say, the biggest thing. Everybody takes pressure, and therefore that that really damages the chances one has in the examination. So one could also talk about specifically how not to take pressure. Most people put all their eggs in this one basket, that if I don't crack the CAT, I am in trouble. That kind of attitude will actually get you into trouble. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. They should think that I have other options in life.
Whether quantitative analysis section is your strength or weakness, what is a must-do for any and all who want to do well on the examination day?
Scanning the paper, whether it is dividing the whole allocated. For example, one strategy that we generally suggest is, if you have decided to give 80 or 85 minutes to the first section, divide those 50 questions into 5 clusters of 10 questions each, right? Scan those 10 questions at one go, decide which 5 questions you think you can solve, and do only those 5 questions or those 10 questions on those cluster of 15 minutes, 16 minutes that you want to allocate. Okay. Simply because, please remember, it is not the toughest question in the paper which gives you high percentile, it is doing as many questions as possible correctly.
Last but not the least, keep in mind that IIMs are not looking for math whiz kids. Analysis of past papers show a score of around 25 to 30% of the total marks in the paper is often sufficient for a candidate to clear the cutoffs. For instance, a score of 40 out of 100 in CAT 2008 would have been sufficient for a percentile score of 95. With just a few more days to go for CAT 2014, what should you be doing at this point in time? Relaxing or perhaps revising?
You will have lot of time because the exam starts at 9:30 or in the second slot. So there will be 2 hours of time where you enter the examination hall, you undergo biometric scanning and etc. That is the time you should start relaxing instead of getting impatient. When you get the paper, you should definitely try to scan the paper, understand what type of breakup the paper has got in terms of how many quant questions, how many DI questions, how many VA questions and how many LR questions. Okay, that should give you a good idea about what is the breakup of the paper, and then also helps you to strategize.
A student should try to revise what is his strength area, so that he can improve upon that, he can gather his wits about him. And one of the best ways to do that is to revise the All India mock CATs that they must have done. A good student would have attempted anywhere from 15 to 25 papers by now, or maybe more, and going through that is a good question bank, so that could really help.
While writing the paper, if you are very good at quant, so you should be solving those questions which do not require pen at the first hand. You should just read the question, try to solve it without using pen, and only those questions which you think you are good at, or the questions which you will be able to solve in less than half a minute.
Second, focus on accuracy. If you are not accurate, you are going to suffer a lot in this paper. Thirdly, make sure you spend sufficient time in each of these sections. Do not give less than 70 minutes to any section, preferably 80 minutes, and 90 minutes is a preferred mode which you need to look at while attempting the paper.
It's time for us to slip into a quick break, but you don't go anywhere, as there are a lot more strategies waiting for you on the other side.